여러분 챌린저스 코리아 서머 월요일 경기 함께하고 계십니다. 오즈 게이밍과 그리핀
All right,
give us-
welcome back, Challengers Korea. I think I'm pretty sure Juhan's coming in for sure. I saw him on stage setting up, and yep, there they are. Juhan
there's
Ian,
Leon too.
the classic, El Clasico, the usual game 2 sub. Game 1 MVP is Nahun. Nice. So he had a really good
Not
game.
unexpected.
Yeah, not really unexpected. Yeah, went deathless, 6-0-5, and that's why my tier build's the best build. Yeah, and that doing a really good job, really reactive on these plays. Had a lot of good lurk moments, like this one where he waits just in time, gets right behind them, goes in on him, easy kills, and really just played the Jace perfectly this game.
Oh yeah, he played really well this game,
Oh.
and yeah, unfortunately, some of this terrain right here is kind of messing things up again for OZ. But nonetheless, man, that last engage from Sora kind of put them on the back foot for the rest of the game. They ended up trying to fight for the soul right there, and just was not enough to get out. Now,
Two people gave it to Citrus, so I agree with two people. I
Yeah.
probably would prefer to give it to Nahun, but I thought Citrus was the possible second choice. But yeah,
He had the reactive early game, but he popped off in the mid game, so
yeah, and as we see, like we were talking about, Juan and Eon being subbed in for Broccoli and Crown, will now be in the back, watching the rest of this match.
oh yeah. Yep.
Actually,
who
I
knows?
think they sit in the quote-unquote audience. Well, there isn't an audience now, but I think they sit like in the there's like in the in the stands. There's like little sided off sections for the teams to sit at. I think. I might be wrong on that though.
I have not been to a CK match, so I would not know. This.
I would not know this
What?
either.
None-
I need to go to a CK match. That's what I need to go to.
Yeah, you gotta come out here and get to a CK match, man. But nonetheless,
Well,
we're gonna
they-
get started right here. Switching sides. Griffin gonna start off with ban. Callista ban right off the bat. Very strong red side pick.
feels like right now we should see like Ezreal Aphelios. I don't think they will do the same mistake again.
I'd probably
And-
expect Syndra Ben, as they beat me to it. I think maybe one of the next two will be a Chondo ban, maybe. Just based on the habits of both these teams drafting. Wukong, good ban there. So both Aphelios and Ezreal still open. Let's see if we see another red side third ban Aphelios.
I doubt it. I really doubt we're gonna see that
Yeah.
again.
I think yeah, like Jacob said, I think we learned our lesson on that one last time. It's gonna be
Okay.
target ban there. Okay, got one Nahun playing the Jace again. He's played it like 3 times so far the split. So let's see if Aphelios party. So probably Ezreal and Yuumi are both still open. So I think that would be a pretty good counter pick here.
Yeah, and here I might assume that they might pick Olaf if they go for Yuumi, because it's quite strong duo.
Oh yeah.
See. Ezreal's still being hovered, hasn't been locked in yet. I think they're thinking about what they want their second pick to be. Well,
Yeah, just playing on time.
Oh,
Yeah.
Trundle
Hovering
being the
that.
hover here.
Yes. Oh, they are probably afraid of Aphelios Lulu on the bot lane of enemy team.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, insta. Oh,
Oh,
They
Insta
already know what
locks.
they want to play.
this one was quick.
yeah, that's actually that's my patented draft strategy. For I used to coach a platinum team, and that's what I would like doing is insta locking. Cause it's a big mental game. Oh.
Yeah.
Ian Zed would have been interesting, but it would have also been very out of character for him. Very uncharacteristic for him to play that, but Kane being banned away there.
I
Wow.
don't want to see that one.
A lot
again.
of target bans coming out from the side of OZ. But yeah, like if I had a draft plan and it was going as planned, I would like insta-lock to kind of like mental game, and then I realized it was a really suboptimal thing to do because then you had no time to think about your picks in case something didn't go
Yeah.
as planned.
Yeah,
So
that's like
I,
one of the
I-
unfortunate things.
I stopped doing it eventually.
Yeah.
I think Griffin should ban the Galio right now because it will be all about the global and playing two sides.
Mm-hmm. Just someone that can react to it right there. So
Yeah.
Azir gonna
Oh,
be the
okay,
ban.
Azir.
All right.
So not chunking mid lane to give some space to Twisted Fate.
And there's the Galio, like Jacob said they should have banned. Probably gonna be picked here. Yep, there it is. I would like to see Camille to finish off this draft. I think the Camille Trundle Galio trio is really good. You have the pillar to
Mhm.
extend the Camille E, and then you have the Galio to use along the Hextech Ultimatum. Really
The
good
right
pick
now-
potential.
Right now, problem is
Oh,
that
not again.
Camille got.
Ooh,
What is going
Ooh.
on?
Fiddle
Okay,
jungle.
well it's not a middle sticks this time. We can look forward to
It
that.
will be fine.
Oh, it's a
Lee
Lee
Sin.
Sin.
Lee Sin.
They tricked you.
Yeah, right now
Again.
I expect OZ to go for Renekton because Camille will have hard time versus this Atrox on top lane, like for real. So the only picks are Mordekaiser or Renekton, I think.
Oh, well,
Well, shall we
Sor wants to prove you wrong.
They
Okay,
want to do it.
right now prove me wrong. We'll see.
Yeah. We'll see if
Yeah,
they're
I
able to
don't
do
really know. I kind of agree with you there. I don't think picking Camille into the Aatrox is favorable, but like I said, I mean, you have we have good synergy between that top side, the Camille Trundle Galio. So we'll see
True,
if
right now,
we'll see if they can capitalize on that one.
like
Yeah, and
all you hope is to not get like killed twice in early game by Atrox Lee Sin, because it will be like really dooming your early game and mid game.
Well, we certainly don't want to
Yeah.
do many of that.
if I'm sore, I just want to absorb the waves as they come into my tower.
Yeah, that's
Just
the only thing you can do.
I can. Yeah.
It's gonna be a very tough matchup for Sora. I definitely feel like it's gonna be the key one. I feel like lanes will just resolve themselves. You have the Ezreal to play safe against or to play well, not safe. You have the Ezreal to play well against the Aphelios. Could suppress him pretty hard with the outrange, but
Yeah.
getting into game, it's gonna be.
Neither
gonna-
ADC has heal.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
gonna be
both the
fun. That's gonna be
cleansing
fun
and-
times in the bot lane. No heals allowed. As we get into the loading screen here, I think this is another game where Yumi slipped through draft, but for good reason. Too many counter picks
Oh, yeah.
available with the Nautilus being picked up. Get into this one. It's gonna be an interesting one.
I will be like surprised if we won't see like level 4 dive, or level 4 free dive on top lane.
Mhm.
It's definitely going to be the pivotal matchup in this game.
It looks like both these teams are gonna go for 5-point starts, which is what they're actually gonna be doing. Probably gonna see the usual support ward, recall, reset, and the trinket.
Camille contesting grasp, so we won't see like a lot of skirmishes. He can like commit for it.
Yeah, that's actually a conversation I had with a friend of mine. We like to watch just a bunch of our favorite players playing solo queue. We were watching. It was Rich recently. He was playing Aatrox into a Camille, and both of them took grasp. And we learned about the world of grasp encouraging a lot of fighting in the top lane because there were like 8 kills in laning phase between the 2 top laners.
Oh,
It was
Jeez.
insane. It was insane. It was a fun thing to watch. Rich's solo queue VODs are actually pretty interesting. He's actually in solo queue. He's insane mechanically. I've seen his Aurelia a couple of times. That's quite the treat.
I mean, the fact he's from hot HOTS,
Yeah.
like Heroes of the Storm, is giving him huge about the micro thing.
Hmm.
Because in this game you don't really care about the macro, like you care a bit about rotations and soaking XP, but the micro is like a lot you can learn in this game.
Definitely. And Rich definitely bringing a lot of that over. We saw last fight in CK had started off a little rough, but came back really strong in the last part of the season, which included a promotion to the LCK. So that's always nice to see. Which I was hoping we would have a double. I really thought we were gonna have a double promotion that last promotion tournament. I really thought Sotable was better than Sandbox, but
Oh yeah, I
eh.
watched it and I thought like Sandbox should fall down. And actually, they are not that good in LCK right now.
Oh,
I actually wonder if Sandbox is relegated, if LCK team would have still wanted to bring in Yamato. Probably not. I don't think they would have invested that much money if they were in CK. But you never know. It's a big what if. He's actually been coaching them, right? Like he's in Korea coaching them now. I think
He's in, but he's got the 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, the
of,
2 week self isolation. Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot that they had to do that with Crown as well, which is why he couldn't play. Which I thought that was a little confusing because like if he's self isolating, he could probably play. Well, if he's self isolating in a hotel room, probably not. The hotel Wi-Fi probably isn't the greatest to play in a tournament on, but. Yeah, I had that waiting period threw me off with Crown last split. I was like, oh, Crown's gonna come in and save OZ, and then I was like, oh, just kidding. He's gotta wait 2 weeks, and then he only started like 50% of the time anyway. But
Actually, the rotation that Searchers did with full clear and how he missed the ward that been set on Raptors is pretty smart. Though he can't really like try to gank anywhere until he get the first recall.
Yep. And it's gonna give Juhan priority on both crabs for this one.
Is Spellbook normally the rune that you go for on Galio?
On Galio mid, yeah.
Yeah, it's an option.
I guess that would make
In
sense.
harder matchups, you can opt for the aftershock, but for the most part, a lot of people are running that right there.
Oh.
And look at this. And here, Hoya trading back on the sword right there. He gets a slow, but Conquer is proc. Sword's gonna have to back out.
Sword spent a lot of mana getting that trade, and is gonna have to recall as a result. They're both gonna recall.
He should have.
Wait,
He should have the executioners.
is he gonna miss that cannon teleporting back?
He should not, I
Yeah,
think.
he shouldn't. Looked like it was gonna be fine. He took a while to teleport back, actually. I think he should still get it though, regardless. Yeah, he gets it.
Yeah, he's good.
That would have been tragic. I've made that mistake once on accident. I love that one. It's a really old clip, but I love that one clip where it's like I don't remember who it was. It was a solo queue player playing top lane, and like he caught the other top laner stepping up to try to get the cannon and killed them. He's like, yeah, top laners will do anything to get the cannon, and like he's about to miss the cannon, and he flashes to get it to prove his own point in that one moment. But yeah, that's top laners indeed will do anything to get that cannon. It's a lot of gold to have.
Yeah.
Especially being a support player myself, I definitely have a lot of PTSD of missing cannons. It's one of the many things that will get missing ping spammed on you, along with missing hooks.
So we are seeing probably the same thing that we saw the last game, but this time Trundle is having like CS advantage, so it will be more profitable for them, I think, to get this Drake and start playing more likely to top lane, trying to set up the Herald as it will be spawning, and maybe try to manage Lee Sin, because Lee Sin at this point is weaker than Trundle.
Yep. And Infernal Drake showing for that second Drake, meaning that we either have a Cloud or Mountain Soul coming up.
I'd love to see a mountain. I think a mountain for OZ would be very useful for them. Could help them get this series equalized and avoid a sweep. But even if it ends up being a mountain, the big thing is actually getting the Mountain Soul. And they did get. I think they did end up getting Soul last game, right? But they still ended up losing.
Yeah, they ended up losing.
They lost that Soul.
Yeah.
But overall, whatever show, I think Mota and Cloud are really good for OZ coming up to the later phases of the game. Whatever they get, it will be buff them into team fights or skirmishes, so
Cloud,
It's on Griffin.
not bad on Griffin either.
I'd prefer Cloud over the mountain on Griffin.
Oh yeah, for sure. Having Cloud on Aatrox is always fun. You just get to turn into Speed Racer whenever you press R. You know who else I love having Cloud on? Rammus. You can press the R when you're about to queue, and then you just run them down. Oh.
We see fight coming out right here. Houston gonna pop the aftershock early. It's gonna go down to the ignite. Yes, first blood going over to the Trundle. Then the old nice pillar moving Wayne back, flashes out.
Oh,
overall 1 for 1. And Ian taking a little bit too much onto oh Jesus, take a little bit too much damage from Neon there. But we see a fight on the top side as well. Sora on the Hoya has to move out right there. Here comes the TF ultimate on the Sora. It's gonna stop him right here. We talked about this top lane matchup, and it's gonna be popped. Is he gonna kill? No. Going down 1 for 1 trade across the map. Just a lot of plays being done all over the place.
Yeah, Sora was in a very awkward spot there to try to be running back. And as we saw, Nehun punishing him for it, getting behind him, and got that yellow card. And if he gets another yellow card, he's gonna get ejected from this game.
Yeah, definitely.
Actually, a lot of things happened on mid lane that actually had impact on the side lanes. Where Ian tried to pressure the Nehun to not TP to bot, but he then TP'd to top lane and killed anyway, so...
Yeah, that was kind of out of the frying pan into the fire kind of situation for trying to prevent the TF roam.
And it was a little unfortunate that Sora had to take that trade on the Hoya. He was a little too far forward right there. And if Eon would have just let Nehun go to the bot lane, he probably could have rotated and followed with an ultimate of his own.
This Herald should be the Griffin one. The vision they got, the pressure they've got on top on the mid lane.
Yeah, and they already have the rotations coming in right here. A lot of key ultimates have been used across the boards. And something to keep in mind is Motive is not level 6, but Yusen is.
Also, the cooldown on Sor and Yuhan, the ultimates are still on, so
yeah,
I think Griffin should not give it up and try to contest it no matter what.
Yeah, they should keep fighting right here. And it looks like Yusen is going to just move down right here, and they are going to give it up in the end.
And that's the bad thing, because he walked towards bot, and now he's coming back, so he's losing so much time in this rotation.
Yeah, right here. Hoya is in the lane right there, and I don't know if they're going to be able to make it up there in time. They are just going to opt to push it in instead. Hoya is making his claps now. They're moving around the side. Here comes Citrus going in.
All right.
Hoya goes in. The smite being done by Juhan. Does pick it up in the end. Ultimate coming out right there. Nice. Not its ultimate. It's going to miss the hook. Juhan is moving out there. Hoya is going up. Heal being used. And a nice stun onto Motive right there. Eon taking up 2. Then they take down Aatrox. Can they continue to fight? Wayne is here. Here comes Galley ultimate. Knocks up 2. But that's not going to be enough. And here comes that. Oh, a nice snipe from the Aphelios. And Ezreal ultimate does not reign true. Overall, 2 for 2 trade. But Rift Herald going in favor of OZ.
Yeah, that was really good timing on Yusen and Wayne coming up there. Really tragic that Yusen missed the hook towards the end of that fight there, but good job by Wayne to make sure he secures the kill there. And taking a look at the replay with looking more specifically, I thought that maybe Citrus was going to try to go in for the steal attempt, but it does have the lower damage smite. Ooh, Citrus also missing a key ability there with the shot. Oh, so many key abilities being missed by Griffin, but they still get kills. I mean, really good taunt there by Ian to get the kill onto the Aatrox, but then from there it was just Griffin and trading back the kills, and Wayne, really good spot there, had the turret down, had the sniper, and really good damage all around from him. So
yeah, Houston almost went down in the end too, just a little unfortunate. Also, if Houston wouldn't have went down right there, he wouldn't have had to use Q to get up there. But we see another fight right off cooldown. Motive getting caught right away. Does have the ultimate used already. Here comes Nahon, has his TF ultimate. They decide not to use it. They return onto the Infernal Drake. They are going to smite it, get away. Drakes are 1-1 at this point.
Coming back to the situation of Herald, actually the rotation of Yusin been probably about the pressuring bot lane, so Pilot is giving up the pressure, and then Wayne can just rotate towards the mid lane, and then Herald to actually help the team and do like 5 versus 4. situation.
Yeah, unfortunately, at that time, Pilot actually opted for a back. allowing
Yeah,
Kane to go all
he
the
had
way in.
to actually get the tempo.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Oh.
but he's got Manamune and he'll start stacking this.
Yeah, he's gonna. Hopefully soon we'll start doing some damage. So my thing is this going to be a Frozen Fist game or is this going to be a Trinity game coming out of Pilot here? I think it looks like a Frozen Fist, Frozen Gauntlet. I think is the name of the Frozen Fist is the Ornn upgrade name.
Yeah.
Frozen
But yeah,
Gauntlet.
Frozen Gauntlet going to be coming out probably. I think from Pilot here just because you have Nautilus, you have Aatrox, you have Lee Sin, and if Nahun's running at you with a gold card, you definitely want to slow him down.
But you know what's not slow is OZ putting up the pressure onto all these objectives right here. They're rotating all 5 onto this mid lane. Are they going to be able to get the turret down in time? Here comes the charge right there. It's going to take it down to 4 with the autos, but it's not going to be enough to get in the end. Actually, they only get 3 on that one. Nope, 4. There we go.
And
They're going
meantime,
up
sides
again.
are pushed so hard, so Aatrox and Aphelios will get 1 per person.
Yeah. And if you think about the amount of experience that is being denied to Sora right now, that's quite a bit.
You know what I just thought about that I'm looking forward to? I think Jacob you were talking about it the other day on Twitter. These Karthus buffs that are incoming.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that we see more of Karthus in Korean professional play.
Yeah, we should. Like, in Europe, for example, I think it will be, like, profitable buff as well. But this buff is kind of sick, I think.
Yeah.
This changes.
It's the 5 flex Karthus pick incoming. You can put him any position. It's the new set.
You really can't make this change alive. Like, it will broke the game.
Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting one, but I think that's 2 patches ahead of the current one, so we'll have to wait quite some time.
Who knows? Maybe that is their goal, is just to break every champion in the game.
If they're going for the classic Dota 2 strategy, which is if every champion is broken, then in theory none of the champions are broken. Which is not a bad strategy to go for. That was also the strategy here as the Storm went for. Like if 80% of the champions we have are broken, then really no one's broken. It's just some champions are weak.
Just to point out, Griffin took like 5 plates, but they took only gold from like 3 of them.
Oh.
Yeah.
3
That's
or
unfortunate.
yeah, 3.
3.
Something you always hate to see is the plating go down by itself and no one there to catch the gold. I once saw someone flash for a plating once and they still missed it. Which
That's unlucky.
That's as unlucky as it gets. There was one time where I wanted to flash to absorb an Ash arrow because it would have killed somebody. And I flashed too far on accident and it flew right past me and hit them anyway and killed them. But oh, look at this!
Oh, which we have a fight right here. Ian's gonna top up Tom, but nice W gets Citrus out safely.
The huge issue for Griffin right now is the fact that they can move their vision deeper, even though they've got the silent pressure. The way they can set the vision is mainly these fierce bushes on the enters of the OZ jungle. So it's not what they want to see.
And something else you don't want to see right here is they're getting an early setup onto this Rift Herald in the top lane.
And we've got 20 seconds to Drake, so we'll see if they split their attention or they will fight for this Herald. I think Griffin right now can't give up this Herald after they gave up the first one, so...
OZ are in a really interesting spot to try to contest this. I don't think either team should be taking this really.
No, Sora's losing more and more experience as they're trying to mess around with this Herald down here.
I mean, the biggest problem for Griffin right now is the mid wave and the level of health of the mid turret, so they wanted to kite back the Herald, so OZ start contesting this Herald, and then they will have this mid lane turret.
Neon had a flash there
122.
to avoid Yusun's hook. That turret is at 125 HP. That is a very low
that's
turret.
it's gonna be a wave and a half. Meanwhile, they are going to start up this dragon, and this is unseen right here, but they are going to see Citrus going onto the Herald right now. Are they going to give it up with everything said
It
and
should
done?
be trade, I think. They don't have really where to use this Herald
Oh.
right now.
Ooh, Q on the motive right there. He cracks the aftershock, but it goes back in. They're gonna go down. Yes, he goes down right away. Nice hourglass buying time for Yusin.
Oh,
It's gonna
Yusin!
lock him in, but Chaos going down. Pilot moving off to the side. Here comes the gold card underneath the turret. Stuns him up, but here comes the Galley ultimate to say, "Get off my boy." Now they go slow down with the Terminal Pillar, but that's not where you want to be. Juhan flashes over the wall. Overall, 2-0 trade in favor of Griffin. They have the Rift Herald. They can drop down behind. They're still going behind right there. Neon getting it up, stunned. Juicin is going to tank the tower. He's going to go down in the end. And they're moving on the side. Rift Herald being dropped down. Wayne taking a couple tower shots. Hoya taking down a little bit right there. And here comes the Rift Herald. Does get the tower. Overall trade back, but they do get the mid lane tower. And they're probably going to have to give up theirs with the amount of pressure is on this in the end. Ooh, Wayne just moving out of the true shot barrage.
Actually, at this point, Aussie had everything they wanted to. They could easily rotate from mid lane to Drake and then pressure bot lane, for example. No need of contesting this 2v2 here. And Griffin did really good job with this fight.
Yeah, Ryusen, I love this part here. You would think that he would flash defensively, but flashes forward into danger to get the snare, and Naehun gets Pilot's Cleanse, and from there, I would have liked to see Griffin maybe not. Oh, we're not going to see the replay. I would have liked to see Griffin maybe not dive there, and but they did anyway, and they lost Yusun's life for it, and didn't really get
Yeah, if
anything.
they would have placed the Herald, they would have just placed the Herald and then did the dive. I think that would have been okay. But they initiated a little too early on it.
Oh, yeah, just
The only point
Whoa.
where Aussie might have the chance is the exact overextending by Griffin, where they don't know when to stop the fighting or chasing like they did on mid lane.
I did want to bring up. Did you guys just see what I see? Did you guys just see what I saw? Was that Hoya
What do you
slow
see?
pushing? Was that a Challenges Korea top laner slow pushing a side lane?
I don't know.
I
Is
don't
it?
think I've ever seen that. That's something that I've been wanting CK top laners. Oh, I'm gonna pause that. That like 1-inch ultimate.
Ooh, yep. 1-inch ultimate does not do much right there, but it does get out the TP from Ian.
Yeah, that's something. But yeah, I like to see whenever like it's kind of like when LS talks about freezing. It's kind of the same concept. You don't want to just play ping pong with the side waves.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was really thrown off to seeing Hoya slow push there. That was really weird. I've never seen a CK top laner slow push.
To be honest, in the second game of the GNR today, when they had Malphite Wukong, I would love to see like Malphite's freezing the lane. But no,
Yeah.
he's been like pushing it all the time, just playing ping pong, even though they couldn't dive the Wukong until mid game. So I was really triggered by that, to be honest.
Yeah, I feel like that's something that we're slowly seeing more of in the Korean scene, but we're not quite there yet. Is wave
Yeah,
management.
they're not really paying that much attention to making enemies lose just because of wave management.
Yeah, but I mean, in theory,
And
if I'm gonna pause that. Look at this.
Right here on the fight right there. Hoya gonna use the ultimate. TP coming down from Naeon. They're moving in all the way on to Hoya. Hoya's gonna go down right there, but is that enough? Sword stunned up under tower. Nice return kit for Naeon. But guess what, Juhan? You got the Goon Squad coming in. Stun coming up, but Pillar is not gonna keep him up. Citrus lands it right there. Kicks him back. That's another kill going over the Wayne. And looks like OZ is gonna opt to push the mid lane, knowing that any fight they take now, they're gonna lose.
They're pinging Baron area. I hope they're not doing Baron. I think they're just gonna regain some vision control now that they have the window of opportunity to do so. But let's look at the replay there. I want to talk about Sora here specifically. He did a really good job of holding on to the second activation of the E till after Hoya flashed. And a really good job to help secure the kill there. I don't know if he landed the stun. It looked like he might have missed it, but even if he did, was able to get the kill nonetheless. Good job by Naehun to come down and help get some return kills. Oh, he top decked that yellow card. That was really lucky.
I feel like the biggest problem was the fact they committed on the bot lane. Right now you don't want to see like super committing on the Aatrox, because Aatrox is not that hard champion to pull out, and what he got to do in teamfight is basically zoning the weakest points. So putting like 2 of your players on bot lane and then not being able to fully gain anything from this is like not worth, in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely not hashtag worth.
Yeah, definitely.
Dust Dance gonna be coming out soon from the Aatrox. Oh, Nehun! Maybe can find the kill
Ooh,
here.
get another pick right there. Sore. Exhaust coming up on the side right
Oh.
there. And
Oh, he's
that's
dead.
just not where you want to be.
Oh!
Oh, the Griffin emo.
That's unfair that Griffin get an emote. That's like they and Jag get their own wards and emotes. That's so unfair. Oh.
At this point,
They're-
it's huge.
Yeah.
But yeah, they get that bot pick, which enables them to take the dragon. So dragon score evened up again. Now Nehun, no one's responding to a split pusher.
They really can't commit on the split pusher, because I feel like right now the lane state on bot lane will be like super negative for OZ. So they got to catch the wave whenever they can, because the
really
pressure
nice
with the
ward right
global.
That ward right there, and gave him the information that he was gonna recall in that brush, and then yeah, threw down the Griffin ward and then the sad face ward, or the emote, not ward. I love that pro players are allowed to use emotes in game now. I'm glad that the LPL started that. Or I think it was like LPL and then LEC and then wildcard regions and then everyone else did it.
Yeah.
That was some fun times. I always wondered like if like in a lot of iconic like League of Legends moments in history, like if there were emotes then, what emotes would have been used. Like yeah, of course you had the Faker versus Ryu. I bet you
Yeah,
like the sad bee would have been perfect for that. The crying bee.
like for Ryu, right?
Yeah, for Ryu.
Let it be known that at 24:30, Sore was finally allowed to get his Trinity Force.
Who got it?
That's
Oh,
huge.
Yeah.
that's a big buy,
Yeah, he
but
has
it's
that
coming pretty late in the
though.
game.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, into this matchup right here, you have to go for the Executioners early, and then you have to go for the Tiamat right there. That's already 2 half buys on top of getting your boots, so you can end up trading a little bit. And then going for Trinity Force, man, that's just a lot of gold you have to get early on. And
You know,
fortunately, he didn't get enough of it.
I'm gonna be honest. I just noticed that Sora's died 5 times. I haven't been counting, and I thought he only died like 2 or 3 times, but I didn't know he died 5 times. Oh, but look at this fight.
Pilot is going to Assault man coming up on the side right there, coming up the side,
Oh.
but no, Nathan does not get the yellow card. Moving out is Eon behind his Hoya. That's not where you want to be. They stun him up, but that's going to be enough. One going down. Sora onto the back line. Does go down in the end. Then here comes Citrus. Is he going to be able to get out? Nahun right there gets the gold card over the wall onto Motive, and that's another kill going towards the Aphelios. Overall, 3 for 1. Juan and Pilot, they have to play miracle workers here if they're going to be able to stop this Baron from being taken. Misses the Q, does, and going over the wall in the end.
I don't think they can do it fair, and I think they're too unhealthy, but they're gonna try to get more kills here. Look at this. Oh, Pilot's in trouble.
No vision.
Oh, nice, nice gold card just to secure it right there. And now they can go for that.
Now they can do Baron. Yeah, now they don't have to worry about anyone sneaking up on them and taking it. Juhan looking like he wants to maybe try to go behind and steal it, but I don't think he can. I mean, he has Flash and Smite. In theory, he can. Let's see what he's gonna do.
He has Eon coming up very soon.
He will be
so-
late. He can't do anything
Yeah,
right now.
Yeah, it's too late now.
And actually, it's super huge for Griffin right now. I won't be surprised if they end the game with this Baron buff, because they've got TP advantage on solo laners. And right now, OZ can't really match them anywhere, especially with outpush. They've got pretty low outpush.
Yeah, on the note of this fight, I thought it was over whenever Nahun yellow carded the Galio instead of the Ezreal, but really good job by Griffin to still make the team fight work. Wayne especially did a really good job this fight, on the Aphelios. Able to pick up kills there. Double kill on the N4 in there. And they're able to pick off Pilot there. And from there it was the easy Baron. And like Jacob pointed out, now they have the double teleports. They can run a very efficient 1-3-1 here if they want to.
Yeah, and I don't know why Soar revealed so early, right? They know that he has a TP right there, but he didn't need to come out of the bush onto Griffin during that point in time. They had Hoya isolated with 4 people, and if they kill Hoya first, then when they start to turn, I think that's the time you want to take, jumping on the Wayne, jumping on to the Griffin backline that was walking in through that channel.
Yeah, I think he got 1v1'd by Wayne there in the backline. Well, not 1v1 because I think Houston helped him, but tried to go for Wayne and got killed. Yeah.
Yeah, he walked
like you
into
said,
it.
not
He
a very
waited for
smart
Hoya to
decision.
Yeah. And look at this discrepancy right here.
That's a pretty noticeable gold lead around the board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not only that, but look at the levels. They have Soar trying to match Nahyun right now because he's the only one that can. Moving up into it, and he's 3 levels down.
They're gonna be allowed to take this dragon now, which is very big for them. Why does Wayne have the vision indicator over him? Is that a bug? That's a bug, right?
Yeah, it's got to be a bug.
Yeah.
What would give him vision? Like, what did he step on that gave him that bug? That bug's been around for such a long time. I know originally it came from. I remember when Caitlyn, like would actually get permanent vision on you. I remember that was a bug for a little bit. That was not fun.
Yeah, that was a fun one.
Like bugging from time to time. So
It's been a lot of interesting bugs in the history of League of Legends.
again, half of the minute with Baron buff. They would like to siege the bot lane. Meantime, the wave on mid lane is provided. So we'll see how they split attention.
I would like to see maybe Hoya in the top lane pushing that in, since he does have the teleport if a fight breaks out.
Yeah,
That would be like the best option.
Here.
Oh, but they're gonna fight here.
Oh,
Look at
nice
this.
on Motive, and then Violet's gonna get the Naruto on the backside. Motive popping the Gargoyle Stone Play. Moving in there, moving on to the backside. Nice Galley ultimate gets 4. Moving out to the side, W gets 2. And moving up, and Hoya plunging onto the bat line, getting 1 kill, getting 2 kills. And Pilot doing everything he can, trying to fight Nahyun, gonna get knocked up by Hoya. Is he gonna be able to get the autos in to get the kill? Wayne gonna do it, and the Resonating Sight does miss. Barely. Pilot having to flash out. Overall, 3 for nothing in the end. Can they follow the miracle defense? They were pretty low. Juan going pretty low right here. Here comes TP coming back in. Oh, Citrus gonna go for the kill. Does not get it. Goes down to Pilot in the end. Hoya on the Pilot, but this is gonna be the game. They just need to focus. The next is Juan going up on the side.
Oh, Pilot.
And that's gonna be the game. 2-0 for Griffin.
And wow, so Griffin pulling off a really big win here to close out the week. 2-0 OZ, who were trying to get that solo lead for themselves, and instead they send them to the mid-table. And Griffin, that's going to definitely make it easier for them to come back in the standings. Starting off 0-3 would have been very, very, very bad for them. Very suboptimal. But instead, they come out on top here, and they're able to pick up a 2-0 victory.
And actually, Camille did not convince me into that pick into Aatrox, so I think I was right.
Yeah.
Although the final push, I think, should be done with like 1-3-1 or something like this, using the TP advantage. But, well, Griffin played that really well with Twisted Fate from mid lane to bot lane, and they won in really convincing style, I think.
Most definitely, and I think that like their game plan from the very beginning, or from the beginning of that Baron towards the end, was, even though 1-3-1 is probably more optimal for this situation, I think that they were just trying to brute force it in the bot lane where they already had the advantage and already had the minions pushing. So they're just trying to brute force there, and brute force was just kind of working because Oz was just crumbling underneath that pressure. It almost looked, it could have went the other way, but they had the summoners that allowed them to continue the fight past the turret after it was taken.
And so, like, this series shown us that maybe Griffin can play on really high level with pretty convincing style. But it was game against OZ, so I don't know how hard we can count on this game as kind of show for the rest of the CK.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to say. It's gonna be hard to say in the end.
Who's MVP this game is my question. I think
It's gonna be Nahyun
I
again.
think Nahyun again.
I'd
Yeah.
say, yeah.
It's gonna be Nahyun again. Like, there's no way. They're doing it. They're doing a good job playing around Nahyun. After that first couple series, you know, they had against Brian Blay, which what we saw. But let's watch this fight one more time. Nice job of Yusin catching out Motive, but Motive survives for a long enough time moving up there, and Sora just jumps all the way to the back lane, tries to pop down Citrus, but that's not who you want to be focusing in these fights. And meanwhile, Hoya is just jumping in onto their backline, providing a lot of disruption. And overall, I don't like this. I don't like this Camille pick on Sora, to be honest.
Like, I think Renekton would be better pick with maybe the same impact in the game. Because if you pick Camille, you easily want to split push, and whenever enemies got the Twisted Fate, you can safely split push no matter what. The range and the cooldown are too hardly depending on your split push.
But yeah, Nahyun picking up the MVP like we predicted. Had a fantastic game this game. Just absolutely carrying on the Twisted Fate. And at the start of the season, Twisted Fate wasn't looking like that strong of a pick in CK. But now that Nahyun's been picking it up and playing it more, he's definitely showing everybody how it's done. Hopefully we'll see some more successful Twisted Fate in the future. What I like most is the amount of top deck yellow cards that he got this game was very lucky.
Yeah, he really Yu-Gi-Oh! It up this game.
Yeah, he really did. He was definitely some Yu-Gi-Oh! Top decking. But yeah, really fantastic play from him. Gonna hopefully get to the post-game interview here in just a moment. But yeah, definitely a really big part of the victory. That pick specifically was really good. I liked that one a lot. Was helped him able to get the Baron, but here we go, going into the post-game interview.
네, 몰표 내연 선수 시청자 여러분께 인사 좀 부탁드리겠습니다.
안녕하세요.
네, 안녕하세요.
많은 말이 필요 없다.
말이 필요 없다. 네.
내연이니까. 하임내연.
나 내연 단독 MVP다. 네. 일단은 오늘 그리핀이 사실 2연패 중이었고 경기 내용도 굉장히 좋지 못했는데 오늘 본인들의 첫 승을 신고를 했습니다. 소감 좀 들어볼까요?
근데 앞 경기도 충분히 다 이길 수 있었던 경기라 생각하기 때문에 그냥 승리한다고 해도 딱히 그냥 똑같았던 것 같아요.
어차피 본인들 실력에 자신이 있다. 오늘 분명히 이기는 경기였다.
그럼 그런 김에 이제 케인에 대해서 많은 시청자분들이 좀 설명과 해명을 요구를 하고
저희도
있습니다.
그렇고.
네, 저희 진짜 노력 많이 했거든요. 선수들 본인 입장으로 케인에 대해서 어떻게 좀 평가를 하고 있는지 말할 수 있는 부분이 있다면 케인은 그 시트러스 애가 그 뭐지 자신도 엄청 있어하고
그렇죠.
언제 뽑아도 다 이길 수 있다는 마인드로 하기 때문에 그런 의미로 좀 뽑지 않았을까요? 저희도 다 믿음이 있어요 케인에 대한.
그럼 내연 선수도 다른 뭐 갱킹형 정글러나 무난한 것보다 케인 정글 나왔을 때가 편하실까요?
좋아요?
솔직히 근데 솔직히 괜히 어중간하게 갱킹해서 죽는 것보다 케인에서 파밍해서
성장형으로.
네, 그게 더 좋았던 것 같아요.
더 좋다는 말씀이시죠?
네.
와, 이 정도면 인정이죠.
이런 미드 없어요, 근데.
네, 진짜로
네.
믿음에 보답하는 또 케인이 나왔기 때문에 승리를 가져갔는데 사실 그 동안에 이제 2연패를 기록해서 그럼에도 불구하고 자신감은 계속 있었다고 말씀을 해주셨습니다만은
네.
사실 1세트 사 쉽지 않았거든요.
네.
예, 그 초반 분위기 안 좋았잖아요. 바텀 쪽에서도 계속 킬이 나오고 상대의
맞아요.
킬을 내주고.
그래도 저희는 후반 가면은 다른 팀 어느 팀이 와도 다 이길 자신이 있어가지고 괜찮다. 네, 멘탈만 잡고 계속 하다 보면 우리가 이길 거라고 잡아줬던 것 같아요.
네.
그리고 참 색다른 시도도 많이 하고 계시잖아요.
맞아요.
네.
정석 비정석 가리지 않고 막 이것저것 뭐 바텀에 아지르도 가기도 하고 그런데 팀적으로 오히려 그런 부분에 있어서 되게 자유도 있게 하시려고 하는 건가요? 더?
네, 이거 코치님도 다 저희가 하고 싶은 거에 맞춰서 다 원하시는 대로 해주시고 다 뱀픽도 저희가 원하는 구도로 다 하고 있기 때문에 저희는 다 만족하고 있어요.
아까 선수들이 그럼 적극적으로 뭐 이런 게 좋을 것 같아요, 뭐 이런 거에 자신 있어요 하는 거를 활용하는 쪽으로 그리핀은 지금 그럼 하고 있는 거군요.
네.
그렇게 해서
그러면-
네 말씀하시죠.
내한 선수는 뭐 하고 싶은 게 있다면 프로필 할 때는 티모 약간 느낌 주고 있는데 아니야 뭐 실제로 쓸지 안 쓸지 모르는 거니까 나는 이런 것도 하고 싶다 아니면 할 수 있다.
티모도 충분히 쓸 수 있지만 팀은 안 쓰고 다른 재밌는 픽들도 많이 하고 있기 때문에
네.
기대하셔도 좋을 것 같아요.
여러 가지 픽들을 준비하고 있다. 근데
네.
아까 빗돌에서 뭐 누누에 대한 이야기도 좀
맞아요.
했었는데
지금 어쨌든 이제 다음 패치 지금은 대회에서는 버전이 안 맞으니까
네.
지금 10.13 패치에 미드 누누 핫하고 뭐 내연 선수 솔랭에서 좀 했단 말이에요.
네.
나중에 뭐 쓸 수도 있고 안 쓸 수도 있으니까 누누 어떤지 그냥 누누에 대한 객관적인 평가.
누누 좀 사기예요.
사기다.
사기다. 근데 지금 진짜 핫픽스 해야 되지 않냐는 얘기까지
와
나왔어요.
이거 바로 다음 패치 바로 적용되면 뭐 이거 바로 가져오는 겁니까?
적용되면은 1페이지에서 밴하셔야 될 것 같아요.
와. 그럼 미드 케인의
우리 팀이 배네.
아니 미드 누누의 정글 케인.
와.
원딜 뭐
딩거.
카이사 뭐
졌다.
이런 거
와.
이거 뭐 질 수가 없네요. 이 미드의 픽들이
네.
야, 이 그런 것들이 나와서 정말 이 전장을 휘젓는 모습 한번 저희가 기대를 해보도록 하겠습니다.
네.
네.
누누 진짜
승리했으니까
좋아요.
분명해
그럼요.
보였으니까.
네네.
네. 낸서도 어쨌든 오랜만에 또 승리를 해서 팬분들 앞에서 이렇게 인사를 하게 됐는데
네.
사실 그리핀이 이제 패배를 해서 좀 걱정하신 팬분들도 많았거든요.
맞아요.
팬분들께 좀 하고 싶은 말이가 있다면
저희는 일단 저희가 하고 싶은 픽들을 하고 유동적인 픽들을 많이 하고 있기 때문에 패배에 연연하지 않고 패배하더라도 그냥 패배한 것 같지 않은 느낌으로 다음 경기 이기면 되지 이렇게 하고 있어요.
팬들이 좋아할 만한 경기들 예, 뭐
네.
그런 경기를 위주로 본인들이 자신 있어하는 픽들 좀 자신감 있게 뽑아주겠다.
네, 걱정 안 하셔도 될 것 같아요.
여기서 이제 성적만 뒷받침이 된다면 이제 첼코 내에서 색깔 있는 그런 팀으로 거듭나지 않을까 그런 생각이 들고 내연 선수의 오늘 보여준 플레이라면은 눈으로도 충분히 또 MVP 가능하지 않을까 그런 생각을 해봅니다.
그래도 팬분들 그래도 이겼으면 좋겠다. 이런 이야기를 해주시니까
네.
그만 오늘 같은 경기력을 앞으로
그렇죠.
계속 보여주면 되지 않을까
두
싶습니다.
마리 토끼를 다 잡는 것이 중요하겠죠. 이제 시작이니까요.
맞아요.
네, 그러면은 마지막으로 또 오늘 단독 MVP로 선정이 됐으니까 멋있게 경기 결과 한번 멘트.
근데 뭐 제이스 스타일로 할까요? 투페 스타일로 할까요? 누누 스타일.
네.
챔버의
전통이 있거든요.
네.
뭐 모르세요?
어떤 스타일이죠?
이렇게
저희도 잘 몰라요.
경기
사실.
결과 함께 보시죠를
네.
내연 선수의 스타일대로 멋있게
네.
네, 외쳐주시면 될 것 같습니다.
경기 결과 보시죠.
경기 결과 함께 보시죠. 뭐 이런
네.
식으로 해도 되고 귀엽게 하셔도 되고 제가 보면 귀여움이 좀 어울리는 것
좀
같은데
그만 좀 붙여요. 좀 하려고 하는데 자꾸 끊으니까.
저 카메라 보시죠.
나만 뭐라
경기 결과 보시죠.
저쪽 보고요.
저기 카메라 지금 보세요.
경기 결과 보시죠.
네, 오늘 단독 MVP에 선정된 내연
Yep.
선수였습니다. 축하드립니다.
Nice interview there.
수고하셨습니다.
Unfortunately, I didn't understand a word of it.
당근이 POG냐 얘기 나오잖아요.
It's basically non-existent. I know like 3 different words, but nonetheless, Griffin pulling off a very impressive 2-0.
본인이 뭐 선수를 넘어서 POG
but-
뭐 MVP 욕심을 낸다?
A really good game from them.
어쨌든 그리핀이 오늘
Thanks for joining me. As always, Slothy and Jacob, thanks for joining me. I hope you still plan on joining us tomorrow for our Challengers Korea podcast episode.
이제 본인들의 시작이다. 네, 본인들만의 재미있는
Yeah,
뱀픽 앞으로
definitely.
보여주고
All will be there, I think.
Oh yeah, man, definitely.
But first game went to 3. Janair pulling up the 2-1 victory, so they got there solely. But Griffin pulling off the upset to deny OZ and Elite, as we see first place Janair 3-0, second place High Fresh 2-0 OZ, and Ella Mystic are tied for third. As ESC Shane are fifth. Runaway and Griffin now tied at 6, and Austin Spear still winless. Still sitting there at the bottom of the table.
Unfortunate.
Yep, Quest is molding right now.
As
See you at the start
I
of
mean-
next week. We are gonna have High Fresh
Well-
Blade versus Ella Mystic, and then ESC Shane versus Janair. 2 very good matches. They're gonna be featured. We'll see if
Oh,
High
yeah.
Fresh Blade can
보면 되겠죠.
continue to beat up on teams, or maybe Ella Mystic will pull off their day 1 buff and win that one. Meanwhile, ESC Shane gonna be trying to bounce back from their loss and pick up a win against Janair, who are trying to stay undefeated. Are they gonna be able to pull off their first ever 6-game win streak in their franchise's history?
We'll have to see.
Yes, please.
I would
And
love
this
to,
can be
I would
real-
love to see that.
It's gonna be a real telling time for ESC Shane in this one too.
그거면 됐죠.
Yeah, it's gonna be a very good week next week. Thanks everybody for coming by. Thanks you, Jacob, for giving us a little visit. Hopefully we have you on again, and thanks for coming by as always, Slothy.
No problem. Glad to be here.
LCK에서 내려온 팀들 입장에서도 여러
And,
가지 뭐 신경이
I need to figure out who I'm gonna host.
그런 것들이 오늘 또 증명되어 있는 하루가 되지 않나 생각이 듭니다. 오늘 시청자 여러분들 감사드리겠고요. 또
I think
모두
Mel said he was
오후
gonna be
2시입니다.
streaming
잊지 말고
today,
찾아주셔서
but he isn't.
재밌는 경기 함께 해주시기
He isn't right now.
Oh,
시청자 여러분들 감사합니다. 안녕히 계세요.
there's no one to host. I don't know what to do.
You can host. Let's see.
I'll just browse through League of Legends streamers. What do we got?
You can host Max
Oh.
Waldo.
Max Waldo?
Max Waldo. Yeah, he's streaming right now.
I'll get Max Waldo to host. Alright, thanks for coming by everybody. You all have a great day.
Same to you. When do you